in the bustling city of Lysandria, where neon lights painted the night and the heartbeat of nightlife echoed through the crowded streets, a mysterious darkness crept beneath the glamour. Deep within the labyrinthine alleyways, there was a hidden nightclub known only to a select few, the Crimson Veil. Rumors whispered of an enigmatic figure named Serafina, the elusive owner of the Crimson Veil. She was said to be both captivating and terrifying, with eyes that held centuries of secrets. The club was an alluring haven for those seeking thrills beyond the ordinary, where the music pulsed with a hypnotic beat and the air crackled with an otherworldly energy. One fateful night, a young journalist named Alex found an invitation to the Crimson Veil mysteriously tucked into the pages of an old book. Intrigued and drawn by an unexplainable curiosity, Alex decided to explore the hidden world that lurked beneath the city's dazzling surface. Entering the club, Alex was met with an atmosphere thick with anticipation. The eclectic crowd seemed to move in rhythmic synchrony, their eyes gleaming with an intensity that hinted at more than just a night of revelry. As the night progressed, whispers circulated about a secret society within the Crimson Veil, a society of vampires who walked among the unsuspecting city dwellers. Alex's skepticism melted away when a captivating stranger named Adrian approached. His charm masked a dangerous allure, and he spoke of a lineage that traced back to the shadows of history. Adrian offered Alex a taste of the forbidden, a sip of a crimson elixir that promised knowledge beyond mortal comprehension. Drawn deeper into the enigma of the Crimson Veil, Alex discovered that this clandestine society of vampires had existed for centuries, manipulating the city's destiny from the shadows. Serafina, the mysterious owner, was rumored to be the oldest and most powerful vampire, with a thirst for both blood and power. As Alex delved into the secrets of the Crimson Veil, questions multiplied like ripples in a dark pond. Why did these vampires hide in plain sight? What grand design did they orchestrate from the shadows? And, most importantly, what role did Alex play in this intricate web of intrigue? The more Alex uncovered, the closer the shadows crept. Whispers hinted at a looming upheaval, a prophecy that foretold a reckoning between the mortal world and the nocturnal creatures that inhabited it. As the lines between reality and myth blurred, Alex found themselves entangled in a centuries-old conspiracy that threatened to consume them. The Crimson Veil became a nexus of secrets, and every revelation led to more questions. The night pulsated with uncertainty as the threads of fate converged upon this unsuspecting city. As dawn approached, a chilling revelation awaited, one that would alter the course of not only Alex's life but the destiny of Lysandria itself. The journey into the heart of darkness had only just begun, and the labyrinthine mysteries of the Crimson Veil beckoned, promising an unfolding tale of vampires, intrigue, and a city teetering on the brink of a supernatural revelation. As the first light of dawn threatened to pierce the veil of night, Alex found themselves at a crossroads within the Crimson Veil. The pulsating music had dimmed, and the once lively dance floor now seemed frozen in time. Serafina, the ancient and alluring owner, materialized from the shadows with an unreadable expression. "You seek answers, Alex," she whispered, her voice a haunting melody that echoed in the stillness of the club. "But beware, for the truth is a double-edged sword. Once unsheathed, it cannot be sheathed again." With those cryptic words, Serafina vanished into the labyrinth of the club, leaving Alex standing alone in the fading darkness. The air crackled with an electric tension, and every step reverberated like a heartbeat through the silent corridors. The quest for understanding propelled Alex forward, guided by the breadcrumbs of revelation scattered within the hidden corners of the Crimson Veil. A forgotten tome in the club's dusty library spoke of an ancient prophecy, a prophecy that foretold a chosen one immortal with the power to tip the scales between the worlds of day and night. As Alex delved deeper, they uncovered a web of alliances and rivalries among the vampires. The society within the Crimson Veil was divided, each faction vying for supremacy in the imminent upheaval. Whispers spoke of an artifact, a relic of unimaginable power, sought by both Serafina and her enigmatic adversaries. The relic, known as the Obsidian Heart, was said to be hidden in the heart of the city, its whereabouts known only to those who could decipher the cryptic clues left by a long-forgotten seer. Alex, unwittingly thrust into this supernatural chess game, became the key to unlocking the mystery of the Obsidian Heart. As the night unfolded, Alex found allies among the vampires who sought to break free from the shadows and coexist with humanity. On the other hand, there were those who reveled in the darkness, yearning for dominion over the mortal realm. Caught between these conflicting forces, Alex grappled with the responsibility of determining the fate of not only their own existence but that of the entire city. The ancient prophecy loomed large, casting a long shadow over the city of Lysandria. Each revelation led to more questions, and every step taken in pursuit of the truth brought Alex closer to the epicenter of the impending conflict. The obsidian heart became the focal point, a mysterious force that held the key to unraveling the delicate balance between the worlds. As the night waned and dawn's light threatened to expose the supernatural secrets hidden within the crimson veil, the fate of Lysandria hung in the balance. Alex stood on the precipice, torn between loyalty and betrayal, love and loss, as the ancient prophecy hurtled toward its inexorable conclusion. And so, with the first rays of sunlight on the horizon, the stage was set for the final act in the unfolding drama of vampires, intrigue, and a city poised on the brink of supernatural revelation. The tale of Lysandria's destiny had only just begun, and the shadows held their breath, anticipating the unraveling of a story that transcended the boundaries of night and day. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Alex stood at the entrance of the Crimson Veil, the club that had become the epicenter of their journey. The city of Lysandria lay still, as if holding its breath, unaware of the supernatural forces entwined with its destiny. With the obsidian heart as the elusive key to the unfolding prophecy, Alex's quest intensified. Whispers within the vampire factions grew louder, each side desperate to secure the artifact for their own purposes. The lines between friend and foe blurred, and allegiances hung by the thinnest of threads. Guided by an ancient map hidden in the club's library, Alex embarked on a perilous journey through the city's forgotten catacombs and secret passages. The path was fraught with riddles and traps, a testament to the seer's foresight in safeguarding the obsidian heart. Meanwhile, Serafina, the ageless enigma, observed Alex's every move from the shadows. Her intentions remained shrouded in mystery, and her connection to the prophecy hinted at a deeper, personal stake in the unfolding events. The dance between Serafina and Alex became a delicate interplay of trust and suspicion, leaving the true nature of their relationship veiled in uncertainty. The factions within the Crimson Veil grew restless as news of Alex's quest spread. Some saw the mortal as the savior destined to bring harmony between the worlds, while others deemed them a pawn in a dangerous game of power. The city's nocturnal pulse quickened, sensing the impending clash that would determine the course of its supernatural future. As Alex deciphered the final clue leading to the obsidian heart's location, a revelation struck. An ancient crypt beneath the city held the key to unlocking the artifact's power. The crypt, hidden beneath layers of forgotten history, echoed with the whispers of the seer's prophecies and the faint heartbeat of a dormant force. The journey into the depths of the crypt brought Alex face to face with ancient guardians, spectral apparitions, and the echoes of long-forgotten rituals. Each step closer to the obsidian heart heightened the tension, as if the very fabric of reality trembled at the impending convergence. Yet, even in the heart of the crypt, the mysteries surrounding the artifact deepened. Its power surpassed the boundaries of mere enchantment. It resonated with the essence of creation and destruction, a force that could reshape the very fabric of existence. As Alex reached out to grasp the obsidian heart, the crypt's shadows recoiled, revealing a startling truth, one that hinted at a cosmic design beyond mortal comprehension. The artifact, a conduit of ancient energies, pulsed with a rhythm that transcended time itself. But the story was far from over. The obsidian heart, now in Alex's possession, resonated with a dormant force that sent shockwaves through the vampire factions, Serafina, and the city of Lysandria. The prophecy, once a distant murmur, now echoed loudly, foretelling a reckoning that would redefine the boundaries between day and night, mortal and immortal. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the city in the ethereal glow of twilight, the shadows deepened, and the stage was set for the final act. The obsidian heart, a catalyst for the impending clash, held the power to reshape the destiny of not only Lysandria, but the very fabric of the supernatural world. And so, with the city on the brink of transformation, the story of vampires, intrigue, and a mortal entwined with destiny unfolded in the dying embers of twilight, leaving the promise of an epic finale lingering in the air. The city of Lysandria shrouded itself in a silence that mirrored the final moments of a haunting melody, As Alex emerged from the ancient crypt, the obsidian heart clutched in their hands. The very air seemed to vibrate with a foreboding tension. The factions within the Crimson Veil, sensing the artifact's awakening, converged upon the crypt, drawn by the irresistible call of power. The moment of reckoning had arrived. Serafina, with eyes that held the weight of centuries, stood at the forefront of the gathering storm. Her gaze met Alex, a silent acknowledgement of the inevitable clash that would decide the fate of the city. The obsidian heart, now pulsating with an ethereal glow, cast an eerie luminescence on the faces of those who sought to control its ancient power. A confrontation ensued, echoing through the forgotten catacombs and intertwining with the heartbeat of Lysandria itself. The battle unfolded with a ferocity that transcended the mortal realm, fangs bared, and supernatural forces colliding in a dance of shadows and blood. In the midst of the chaos, Alex struggled to comprehend the true magnitude of the obsidian heart's power. The artifact, once a beacon of hope, now seemed like a harbinger of tragedy. As the conflict reached its crescendo, an unforeseen consequence rippled through the fabric of existence. The boundaries between the worlds began to unravel. Reality itself wavered, as if caught in the throes of an existential tremor. The once stable equilibrium between day and night, mortal and immortal, dissolved into an ethereal void. The city of Lysandria, suspended in the twilight between realms, became a ghostly reflection of its former self. Amidst the chaos, Serafina approached Alex, her expression a mixture of sorrow and resignation. "You are the catalyst, Alex," she murmured, her voice carrying the weight of 1,000 years. "But some forces are meant to remain undisturbed. The obsidian heart was never meant for mortal hands." With a somber farewell, Serafina vanished into the shifting shadows, leaving Alex alone in the fractured reality. The artifact, once coveted, now burned with an intensity that surpassed the limits of comprehension. In a moment of tragic clarity, Alex understood the irreversible nature of their actions. As the veil between worlds continued to unravel, Alex made a fateful decision. With a heavy heart, they released the obsidian heart, allowing it to drift into the cosmic void. The artifact, an anchor of both creation and destruction, disappeared into the unknown, taking with it the hopes and fears of those who sought to control its power. In the aftermath, the city of Lysandria became a haunting limbo, suspended between realms. The once vibrant streets now echoed with the ghostly whispers of the lost, and the Crimson Veil stood as a silent witness to the tragic consequences of an ambition that dared to defy the natural order. As the first rays of a distorted sunrise painted the fractured cityscape, Alex stood alone, forever changed by the harrowing journey. The tale of vampires, intrigue, and the mortal entwined with destiny reached its tragic crescendo, a haunting melody that lingered in the twilight, a melancholic epitaph for a city caught in the eternal dance between light and shadow.